Obviously, Brady can do whatever he darn well pleases. I'm sure he's got many options in front of him. I'm sure the minute that he initially announced his retirement, people were coming out right after him, and I'm sure Fox was calling him the minute that happened. So, and that's the conversation, I think, is that the minute that Aikman was leaving for either Amazon or ESPN, they were talking about that with Brady. So does this surprise you, Brady's choice, Rick?
Well, no. I mean, nothing he does surprises me, and I think he'll be great at it. I mean, we talked to, his quarterback's coach today, Clyde Christensen, said, if he told me he was going to be a plumber, I'd tell you he's going to be one of the best plumbers that ever existed, So that's kind of who he is. We don't know when, obviously. It's sooner than later. I mean, when he retired, Rich, he talked a lot about his family, about, knowing he needs to be at home more. I mean, I don't know. You do this job. It seems to me like there's some work involved here, and he wants to be good at it, which means, I don't know that he's going to be, watching a lot of film or anything Monday through Thursday, but, how many games he does and being gone 17, 18, 20 weekends a year. I mean, I don't know. That's a little surprising to me in a sense. But listen, nobody knows the game better than Tom Brady, and I think the difficulty for him will be, can you keep him from just saying this guy sucks, quarterback, man? Like, I could do better than that. Maybe I should get down there and play a little bit more. So, but I think he's going to be, great. And again, I don't know when the end. I mean, we're nearer to it than ever. He quit once. But is it next year? Is he going to play another year some other team? Like, those are the questions we don't know. But I'm sure Fox may have gotten some indication. He hasn't told us.
So let's try and pinpoint what that might be. The way that we can pinpoint it is his contract. What is the latest on that? Was there any maneuvering that was done to sign people? Was there any attempt to get him on the dotted line past 2022? What's the scoop on all of that, Rick?
Well, I mean, he looked around. I think he was looking at things he might do. The Bucs made it clear, and I think the Bucs have always had good communication with him. But even going back as far as the combine, Bruce Arians at that time when he was the head coach was sort of adamant about, we're not trading his rights. I mean, we're going to put him on the retired list, and somebody would have to trade for those. And they said, well, would you trade him? He said, yeah, for 5 number ones. And I think the Bucs kind of played it a little hardball there, with him. And I don't know that Brady ever asked to have those rights traded or anything like that. But it got to the start of free agency. They kept the lines open. And he realized that for whatever reason, whatever he was looking at that time, whether it was broadcasting or joining the Miami Dolphins, as we have read, as the minority owner or whatever, he just decided that his best option was to play. And if he was going to play, he needed to let the Bucs know so they could retain most or all of their free agents. And so he did on the eve of the start of free agency and got all his guys back. But they would love to have him here for more years. I don't think he's interested in that. I think, gone through that experience last year, for whatever reason, I think he wants the ability to look around if he's going to play again. They would certainly always want him back, but it really hasn't been talked about in terms of, hey, would you like to add another year or two here? I think he wants to be a free agent the way he became one in New England, and we'll see. He's going to be 45 years old. They think they have a good shot at another run at a Super Bowl, and that's what Tom Brady does. So maybe he walks out with the confetti on his head this time, Rich. I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, certainly if the Super Bowl is on Fox, right? Like, so if he, I'm serious. I'm being serious. Like, so his future broadcasting home is broadcasting a Super Bowl that he's just won for the 8th time at age 44. I mean, wow. At what point would you have a more perfect walk-off? I mean, so yeah. That would be, in my mind, a clincher that he would be in the booth next to Kevin Burkhardt for 2023. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.